because women have objectified themselves. Pussy has never been cheaper. The value of a woman has never been less. So that's why they kill them like dogs, because they are devaluing themselves. They're showing themselves naked. Dog, I can see a girl naked on Instagram. I can see 10,000 naked girls on Instagram today.
True.
That I've never met.
Yeah.
And let me tell you something. If I want one of them, I can send her a DM. And if she recognizes me, I can send her an Uber. I could sleep with a girl that I've never met and Uber her back in the space of an hour today. How easy is that?
That's true. It's true.
You understand?
Is it all about money
crazy.
though? Also,
that's the thing. They put a price on their bodies. Some of them put a price of 150 rand. Some of them put a price of 40 rand for WhatsApp nudes.
What?
Yes. It's all on the timeline. If you go into Twitter today, you might see a trending topic and then all of a sudden you see porn. And then someone say, oh, WhatsApp me. Hookups, I do hookups and all that type of shit.
For 150 bucks, 200 bucks.
And women are not the ones who are saying, hey, this is wrong. This is objectification of women. Now, let me tell you something. Someone who's going to pay 150 rand for a woman, right?
We back. It's been a nice ride, bro. Thank you so much for driving us. I've never let anyone drive that car, bro. Like
seriously, not even your wife.
Nah,
don't.
Bro. Nah, nobody.
Don't.
Like nobody.
I let my wife drive my car, yo.
Yeah.
I'm still suffering.
You're regretting it now.
Well, you know.
But dude, like, is what you're going through with your wife really what's happening, or are you trying to create a hype for an album?
Nah, man.
I saw people saying no, but not as a marketing genius.
Yes, my life is real, but obviously I'm going to use my real life to market whatever I'm marketing. So it's just so convenient that, you know, I've got some family drama that end up spilling on the timeline. I mean, I kept it private, but now that it's on the timeline now, obviously, you know me. Once it's out there, I'm going to milk it. I'm going to milk it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know.
But how's it going though? Like, is it as bad as it you say it out? Like,
how is it bad?
No, I'm saying like the relationship with your wife now. Like, are you separated?
Well, I mean, she's trying to find herself. She's trying to find her independence.
Yeah.
You know. So I gotta give her space.
Yeah.
You know.
And how are you handling it?
I'm handling it like Jay-Z would handle it.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Like a G.
Like, you know, in time she'll mature.
Yeah.
Then maybe we can be we again like we were.
Okay.
Understand?
Yeah.
So I gotta give her space to, you know, build herself, gain her independence back, gain her confidence back, because, you know, it's been a tough couple of years, tough 3 years, COVID, everything else, you know.
Yeah.
And especially for live performers, they lose a lot of their identity by not being on stage.
Yeah.
And spending so much time away from stage just affects you. And people's mental health is also affected by the use of social media.
Yeah.
So my wife has been really severely affected.
How are you affected?
Well, I mean,
mentally,
I've always been prepared. Well, okay. I've always been trained. I'm a social media, you know, guru.
Yeah.
You know, I know how to use the social media, so I don't let it use me. I use it.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, you know, my wife, you know, wasn't ready to be like. You see, her getting an iPhone made her use social media a lot more.
Okay.
Because on her old phone, she didn't really have the camera quality to post on Instagram or anything like that. You know what I mean? And also, like, that wasn't her brand. Her brand wasn't about looking good on the gram. If she was posting a picture, it was her on stage performing.
Yeah.
And she'd always be critical of artists who don't focus on actually putting themselves out there. So now to see her now be corrupted by what she's seen on Instagram, try to play into what the algorithm wants or what other people are posting, you know, thirst trapping and everything else. It's just like, it shows you how powerful social media is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When Kanye West said Instagram got your bitch, he was talking about his own personal experience, and I was watching that with my wife, and I looked at her and I thought to myself, damn, Kanye's right.
What?
And he talked about the whole entire Angry Bird and the whole swiping and the whole dopamine thing. And then I started watching my wife, observing her on TikTok, and just thinking to myself, my goodness, TikTok is frying her brains. Like, you know.
So the whole dopamine thing is real.
I mean, that viral clip of Boiti and Mihlali talking about how they want girlfriend allowance made
500,000, yeah.
made my wife want a wife allowance.
What?
You understand what I'm saying? That's how it affects your mental health, because that's what you see. You're seeing what other girls want, you understand, and it
Yeah.
will affect you if you're not someone who's been used to social media. So like in the past, she wasn't used to social media, but now when we got into lockdown, all your work, everything that you do is on social media.
True.
So now you're on social media all the time.
Yeah.
And if you're not like me, who's actually trained, a professional who actually knows how to use this thing,
To get in and get out.
you understand what I'm saying? Who
Yeah.
does it without feeling like emotionally like I can trend for 10 days straight where people are talking nonsense about me. It doesn't affect how I see myself
It doesn't at all.
at all.
What?
because
People
I-
have said some mean things about you, bro.
But are they true?
Okay, well, they're not.
You know, offense
Yeah.
is taken, not given.
Yo.
You know what I mean?
So you know how to switch on and switch off?
I don't take it personally. For me, I basically, social media is like a persona. So I've got a social media persona. That's why I gave myself another name. So when I'm on social media, I'm the authority. Right now, I'm good authority. So it's a persona. So once you create this character,
Yeah.
I understand? It's not like I come onto Hustler's Corner with a mask on and a balaclava and be like, yeah, show my feet, show my feet. Understand what I'm saying? No.
Yeah.
So you need to be able to switch it on and off. It needs to be a character. I don't know if, I've never actually seen Smooth as Mzege Zege. I won't lie.
Yeah.
But there was a point in time where, you know, Mzege Zege was trying to get in to Major League Gardens, and the security was like, "Who the fuck is this guy with a balaclava?" And they,
Take that shit off.
they didn't even take it off. They just assaulted him. And now, like when they carried him over, I couldn't tell if I wanted to chase it and
But-
see if it's smooth underneath that mouse. And then I was like, eh. What am I just? I was just so traumatized. You understand? Yeah, but either way, like
Yeah.
you should, you need to have a public persona or a social media persona, and then who you are is it's a completely different thing. Even like when I'm on like certain things, certain platforms, it depends. If I'm having a real conversation with you, like I come as myself, I come as I am.
Yeah.
But like if I'm doing a certain thing, like if I'm doing like a podcast, like let's say with Nkululeko on culture, and we're actually talking about certain things and we're having conversations, I can, while in that conversation, go into a certain character. Just like that whole entire video clip, that
Yeah.
Mihlali thing.
Oh,
I
yeah.
went into that character. And I would try to show the mentality of a sick man who sees women as objects and objectifies women, and then thinks that he can kill them like a dog. So I had to show you exactly how that person, you know, would be. It's
Yeah.
like, you know,
Yeah.
with
But
a
don't-
straight face.
Don't you confuse people though?
People are always confused. People are always confused.
'Cause-
you know, I like.
yeah.
Is it my job to unconfuse them?
Okay.
I'm just saying.
Yeah,
it's not my
you're right.
responsibility.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So the message is out there. It
Yeah.
got out there.
Damn. And some of the stuff you've been saying lately about women, is it
I've always
character?
said it. No, I've always been critical about our society, not just about women, about
Yeah.
men and women.
Yeah.
It's just that when you speak about women, there's these feminists who then think that you cannot criticize women at all.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like that's the thing. Oh, you can't talk about vaginas because you don't have one. What the fuck is that? I came from one.
Oh shit. Yeah. it's
And
true.
then and
Yeah.
like I had
You
an
have a
incident.
view,
I was
you
at a
like it, you've
restaurant.
seen it.
I was at a restaurant. I waited for a coffee for so long. Right? I ordered it from some woman waiter. The woman was such a coward and cannot even take accountability for the fact that she made a mistake, that she asked one of the male waiters to come to me and apologize. I said, no, go back, tell that woman to come to you and apologize herself. Why doesn't she apologize herself? I'm not gonna bite her head off.
Yeah.
Like, why would I do that? You know, she's
Yeah.
a waitress. She could spit in my food. I've got no incentive to be rude to her.
Yeah.
You understand? I want to
Not-
have nice food
not
and I'm
until
gonna
you've
eat it.
eaten, yeah.
Yeah. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I haven't received my food yet. Trust me, I'm gonna be on my best behavior. You know, there's no reason, but it's just that mentality of like, oh, no, I can't even be I can't even apologize. I can't even say, oh, I made a mistake. I'm so sorry for messing up your order. You know,
Yeah.
that's it. Now you have to ask some guy to come do it. It's like, women, are you guys seeing that this lack of accountability, this lack of responsibility means that you guys are just like in perpetual victim mode?
Yeah.
Then you shouldn't be part of society, dog. We should remove all women from society right now if they're going to be part of that, because no women are calling the women out. You don't find women saying, yo, why are women behaving like this? Why are women giving us a bad name?
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Why are there girls who are out there saying they want a 450,000 rand a girlfriend allowance, and women are not the ones standing up saying, hey, why are you creating this impression that we are objects to be bought?
Yeah.
Why are there no women saying, hey, that's bullshit? We don't think like that. That's not our mentality. Women just keep quiet and allow these things to permeate.
But women haven't always been like that, where they wanted so much money, like they do
I'm
now.
just saying,
Yeah.
no, it's not that women. It's the hoes are speaking on behalf of all women now.
Okay.
So
I
now
see
we
what
must
you're
now be subjected to what these hoes are saying, because no real women are gonna stand up and say, "Leife belezi stronja madoda wethu. Sesikhuluma masimba kuma podcast, sesikhuluma masimba kuma TikTok, and we need to stop it." No,
saying. They're not saying anything.
they're not saying anything. They're just keeping quiet.
Yeah.
They're just like, and then
And
they say,
niggas
"Yo,
suffer.
men, you need to talk to men," and like, hold on, we need to talk to all men. Hold on, like,
Yeah.
there's less than 1% of us that rape.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah. Not all of us are like that.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No, there's less than 1%
Yeah.
that actually do the crimes that are being committed.
And we
but-
can't be painted with the same
But
brush.
we still have the balls to stay and stand up and say, yo, those who are abusing, we stand up against them. We
Yeah.
do that.
Yeah.
No women have got any balls. That's true.
Damn.
Unless they're
bro.
transgenders.
Yo. Okay. Yes, dude. And then on the niggas that actually give the woman this much money.
Voila.
Your thoughts on them?
They're simps. They're enablers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guys
and they
who
do
just-
that so that they can kill them like dogs
Yeah.
when they don't get what they want.
Which type of guys do these?
Simps. Losers who can't get women by just being who they are. They can't
Yeah.
speak awazu shela or shuma. So now you must buy a woman. Because women have objectified themselves. Pussy has never been cheaper. The value of a woman has never been less. So that's why they kill them like dogs. Because they are devaluing themselves. They're showing themselves naked. Dog, I can see a girl naked on Instagram. I can see 10,000 naked girls on Instagram today
True.
that I've never met.
Yeah.
And let me tell you something. If I want one of them, I can send her a DM. And if she recognizes me, I can send her an Uber. I can sleep with a girl that I've never met and Uber her back in the space of an hour today. How easy is that?
That's true. It's true.
You understand?
Is it all
that's
about money
crazy.
though? Also,
That's the thing. They put a price on their bodies. Some of them put a price of 150 rand. Some of them put a price of 40 rand for WhatsApp nudes.
what?
Yes. It's all on the timeline. If you go into Twitter today, you might see a trending topic and then all of a sudden you see porn. And then someone say, oh, WhatsApp me. Hookups, I do hookups and all that type of shit.
For 150
You
bucks,
understand what I'm
200
saying?
bucks.
And women are not the ones who are saying, hey, this is wrong. This is objectification of women. Now, let me tell you something. Someone who's going to pay 150 rand for a woman, right? And then it does it often. When he sees a woman who's not willing to take 150 rand, is he going to see her differently from the women that take 150 rand? No. Because she is a woman. She looks like a woman.
Yeah.
So he thinks that, oh, maybe this one has got an attitude or whatever.
Yeah.
All the rest are 150 rand.
Yeah.
So what are these women doing? They're devaluing themselves. And they're devaluing the women who are not putting a price on their name as well. And those women are not saying anything about it, so they're allowing it. They're enabling it. Because
So
they're
that-
saying, hey, you can't criticize women.
So
We are women.
Who
We are
do the
victims.
feminists speak on behalf of?
They speak on behalf of the men that want to take advantage of women. The
But
feminists,
not against the women
what-
themselves. Who
it's
are,
about promiscuity, that's all it is. The feminist movement is done by men who wanted easy pussy. So they said, women, be loose with your pussy. Give it up. Don't keep your virginity so that we can have you easily. It's never been easier to have women.
Jesus.
It's never been easier. Never been easier.
It's true.
It's never been easier.
Yeah. And how do you maintain yourself? How do you control yourself as a guy with so much pussy?
I value myself.
Yeah.
I'm not going to give myself to 150 rand pussy. Me, of all people, do you know who I am? The fuck? Imagine 150 rand pussy knowing that she's been with me.
She's gonna tell everybody.
It doesn't matter who she tells, but just imagine that, just the knowledge of that.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Something that can be bought for 150 rand.
Yeah.
Being with me.
Yeah.
No ways.
Yeah.
Not a fucking chance.
Yo, let's go back to the music, bro. So let's talk about when you
Look at that.
I was just looking.
That is it.
Looking now.
Why is she dressed like that? So that she can say, yo, she's advertising herself to be sold.
Yeah.
Emini. It's in the fucking daytime.
It's like, yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
It's way over the top.
What the fuck is that shit? And no one's gonna say anything. That's why taxi drivers, when girls are dressed skimpily in the thingamajig, they whistle at those women. Oh no, don't do that. That's slut shit. No, that's what's supposed to be done. So that women don't dress like that, dog.
Yeah.
Why must you dress like that?
It's true.
Why must you dress like that?
It's true.
It's offensive.
It doesn't make sense.
It's offensive. So everywhere you walk around, people must turn heads and look at you. What are you?
So are you saying women shouldn't be dressing the way that they want to?
No, I'm saying that women shouldn't be dressing to get people's attention. Dress to cover yourself and to feel comfortable.
But if they say,
and to look good, not to get people's attention.
if they say this is what makes me feel good and comfortable,
That's stupid. They're hoes. And now you're gonna listen to a hoe when?
this guy.
I'm serious. If
Yeah.
Uma Khosha says this is what makes me feel comfortable, Uma Khosha, anything she says is she's normalizing Khosha back. Obviously, she's gonna say whatever to defend it.
Yeah.
So you're gonna listen to that. That's what the Zulu King said. Nibezwe, ningabalaleli.
yo.
Yeah.
Yo.
You can hear them and you can see that these hoes. But I'm not gonna listen to some hoe. I don't give a damn. I tell a girl, yo, go get dressed properly.
So, what is an ideal dress code for you for a chick?
To dress comfortably
Yeah.
in a manner that doesn't now attract the wrong sort of attention. You shouldn't look like you're selling sex.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You shouldn't. Why? Because that's all people are going to expect from you when they see you. So why are you giving them the wrong impression?
But
shouldn't
not
look too easily
You
and too
haven't
available.
always been like that.
I
though.
have always been like that. Trust me, I just haven't always been famous. That's the thing.
But like, you used to go at parties, dog. Like, what
So?
kind of woman came there? I mean, you didn't turn them back and
So
say,
hold on. No, the women that come to a party is a customer. It doesn't mean that I dated those girls that came to my parties. Did I date them?
But the
No, I wouldn't.
But the girls who used to come to your parties, they used to come dressed up in skimpy
No,
clothes.
they
isn't it?
wouldn't. They wouldn't. They wouldn't. They wouldn't dress and say they were wearing jeans.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? They wouldn't dress skimpily. There was none of that. The reason why I left party promotion, sorry man.
Yeah.
The reason why I left party promotion is because it became a brothel. That's why I left it. I was a teenager when I was doing that shit.
Yeah.
After 2010, all the nightclubs started selling bodies. There's girls that are at the club every single weekend. And they work there. And their purpose is to be there so that these blessers or whoever it is that's an idiot that's got money to spend on liquor, because that's all they do,
Yeah.
these motherfuckers, spends their money trying to attract these girls.
Yeah.
And then next week it's another nigga with money. Same girls. And then next week it's another nigga with money. And that became the club business. So it's glorified prostitution. So I couldn't be part of that. That's why I left that whole entire business.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
That's why I don't go to the club.
You don't?
I don't. Why would I go there?
Yeah. So
I don't
your-
want to be in the company of 150 rand pussy.
So your take on these girls coming with champagnes and like
That's
that?
bullshit. Imagine that.
Yeah.
Imagine now I've got pictures of you on the internet of you carrying champagne, and then we must do your lobola negotiations one day. And then I must say, how? But you were carrying bottles for Usman Bad.
Yeah. But does it mean that
I must lobola that. Not
it-
a fucking chance.
does it mean that those girls who are carrying bottles are really selling themselves?
They are. They're selling themselves for cheap liquor.
Are they not working, like getting paid?
No, that's not a proper job. Come on, our strippers working. They're getting fucked. They're not working. That's it.
Yeah.
It's prostitution. That's all it is, dog.
So prostitution has been modernized.
No, it's been normalized.
Okay. Okay.
And now they want to decriminalize it. Why? So they can buy as much pussy as they want. They can have their fill.
Yo.
That's it.
Yo. And what do you think we need to do to change it?
We need to have virginity testing at all high schools
Virginity testing at a
for
whole.
both males and females. We need to have awards. You understand?
Yeah.
For purity. We need to have purity awards, just like the Reed dance. Miss South Africa should only allow virgins to enter. Only virgins should enter Miss South Africa. We need to bring back our traditional culture. You understand what I'm saying? If you want to sleep with a girl, you need to be willing to give her father cows. That's it. That's it. You shouldn't want to sleep with a girl who you're not willing to give cows to. And if you can't have cows, then you shouldn't be wanting to sleep with anybody. No woman should be sleeping with a man who's not willing to marry her. Because the consequences of sleeping with a man is that you have a kid. And that's why we've got so many children out of wedlock. We've normalized it.
Yeah.
You know? We've normalized it. Like, people don't even pay damages anymore.
No, people don't.
Like, you know?
Yeah. And we've got such a social system that actually takes care of these kids, and we can't even afford it as a country.
What we should be doing is that if children are born out of wedlock and whatnot, and there's a child support grant, it should go to the father, not the mother.
Wait a minute.
Yes.
What?
Yes, it should go to the father.
But if he's not around?
He needs... What is going to be given an incentive to be around? Is the fact that he gets the grant.
Okay. So he must go and buy the Pampers, buy the stuff.
Everything.
Yeah.
If the grant comes to the man is the one who's responsible for the child now, right?
Yeah.
Then there we go. Now we've changed the whole entire thing.
Yeah. 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 No, it makes
Now we're
sense.
giving an incentive for men to look after their kids.
Right now there isn't.
There isn't.
Yeah.
We've disincentivized it.
Yeah.
You know,
Where do you think we're going as a country, though?
we're going to hell. We're going to the dogs. That's what's happening.
What?
Because I'm the only person who's willing to speak about what actually could save this country. Everybody else is just taking advantage of it. They don't want to say this thing because they want to take advantage of this 150 rand pussy themselves.
Who?
Men.
Are
They're like,
they
"Aye, these
specific
girls,"
or everyone?
just in general,
Or just niggas
just in
in-
general. They're like, "Aye, these girls are hoes." So, Nati, this is talent.
Oh, this join.
You understand? Like,
Yeah.
why? Why you're destroying our society? Who is going to mother these children?
And it's normally older guys with younger girls.
Always.
And they're making it difficult for the younger guys to be
It's
dating
not
this
even about
chick.
it making it difficult for the younger guys.
Yeah.
They're corrupting the young girls' minds.
Yeah.
Because they're inducting them into prostitution. When your boyfriend needs to send you airtime, you are being inducted into prostitution. Because now you are giving him pussy and attention and all that stuff for the airtime and for the whatever. That's induction into prostitution.
Shit. It's like grade 1.
Yes. So that your next boyfriend now needs to give you data and airtime.
Shit.
And then the next boyfriend needs to buy you bottles at the club. And then the next boyfriend, you understand?
Yeah. Yeah. And then you have a minister of transport.
So then you've
minister of
commodified you
accommodation.
understand? You've commodified your body.
Yeah. Yeah. Yo.
Slut shaming needs to be brought back.
No, it's true, bro. It's
It
true.
needs to be brought back.
But in your mind, so you think government should come up with
Government?
policy or
Who the fuck is government?
okay?
Government doesn't govern what happens in the bedroom. So they can't govern what happens with the raising of what comes out of the bedroom. You understand what I'm saying? It's us as a society, as people. Aside from government, the most
Yeah.
important structure is the family.
Yeah.
Because there is no government without a family first. There is no society without a family.
Yeah.
You understand? So we need to bring back our family values. We need to bring back family values.
Yeah.
That's it. We've lost all family values altogether
Why do you think we lost it?
because we don't have an identity.
As a country or
As people, as black people. It got stripped out of us, and then we admitted defeat, and then we became just the defeated people.
When did this happen?
It's been happening since, the advent of our freedom, where we became a welfare class. Because black people in South Africa now, all of a sudden, if you're black, you need to have a grant. If you're black, you need to get everything for free. If you're black, you need to be a victim for the rest of your fucking life.
Yeah.
Because you're black and useless. That's it.
Yeah.
This country is just
Depend
full of
on the
useless
state.
fucking kafirs.
Oh.
That's it.
Shit.
I'm a black person, I can say that.
Yeah.
Yes. It's full of useless fucking kafirs. That's what they are.
Dog. Yo, and it's created by government.
I hate these fucking kafirs. I hate them. They bring us all down. You know how hard I had to work to be seen as a human being, and these kafirs make me look like a kafir everywhere I go because I look like a kafir. You understand that? To be treated like a human being in this country took a lot of struggle.
Yeah.
Nelson Mandela had to be in jail for 27 years so that we could come out, and then these kafirs could make us look like kafirs even more.
Who specifically? Are you saying
I'm talking about the black victims, the black victimhood mentality that, we are black victims, we need to get the... Dude, what
Yeah.
the fuck?
And then, what are your thoughts on politics? Because I'm just trying to think who leads this country, and who should be leading us in the right direction. Because you, as no touch speak, yes, you're a lone ranger in this, trying to carry the flag and carry the torch.
Well, I mean,
Who's
it's everybody's responsibility to carry the torch.
Okay.
Everybody's responsibility to carry the torch. I've been here since 1991. We've been here since 1991, this neighborhood.
Yeah.
We've owned land here since 1991. And I said, this is home.
Yeah.
And I said, there was no buzz center. There was none of this when we got here. Right? And we're black. So I cannot go out there and say I'm a victim. I'm not a victim. I was never oppressed. I've never been oppressed. My family were never oppressed. We have our lands. Do you understand what I'm saying? So now, they're those who were oppressed, and now they want to spread their oppression across all black people, as if all black people were oppressed. Was Mangope oppressed in Bophuthatswana?
No.
He wasn't. He was the head there, right? So now, why must all black people seem like they're oppressed? We had our homelands, we had our riches, we had our lands, we had our farms, we had everything.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So why must all of us look like we're oppressed? The ones who were oppressed were the ones who were coming, who didn't have land, who had to come to Joburg to get jobs and go underground. Those were the ones who were oppressed. And at a certain point in time, they were the minority, but now they're the majority. So now, because that majority of people who came here for work and abandoned their lands, right, and signed themselves up for this oppression and indentured servitude, Now all of us must be painted with the same brush because we've got the same skin color. No, not a chance. Not a chance. So we can't give up on ourselves. We can't be perpetual victims. Because if you're a perpetual victim, if you're always in this state of victimhood, right, you're going to do anything and everything in your power to make sure that you maintain that.
True.
Because victimhood is commodified now.
You must
There's
sustain
nothing,
it.
you must sustain it. You must look like a victim.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah. People look like their problems.
That's it.
Yeah. And then your thoughts on politics. I remember you said that you told your dad at 4 years old that you wouldn't.
But like, just think about that. People are making a meme of that.
Yeah, I remember. I saw the meme. Yeah.
Did you actually listen to what I was saying? I said at 4 years old, I couldn't tell the difference. I thought that ANC and Mandela were two separate things.
Okay.
Is that not a normal thing for a 4-year-old to think?
Yeah. If you are a woke 4-year-old.
No, not even as a woke 4-year-old. There's a dumb kid, dog. I didn't know that ANC is Nelson Mandela's party. I was 4 years old. That's what I'm explaining to you.
Yeah.
So when my dad said he voted for the ANC, I cried. I said, no, vote for Mandela. Because I didn't know that Mandela's in the ANC. I was 4 years old.
Yeah.
How is that not normal?
And then people just blew it out of context.
No, people prove that they're stupid. That's it. Because I'm looking at them making a meme of me and I'm thinking to myself, you're so stupid.
Yeah.
You must be an idiot.
Yeah.
Can't you hear what is being said?
Yeah.
I said, yo, my dad said he voted for the ANC. And I said, no, daddy, don't vote for ANC, vote for Mandela.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because to me, as a 4-year-old, Mandela was something else. ANC was something else.
Yeah. And then how do you see the ANC today?
Exactly as I saw it as a 4-year-old.
As what? A terrorist organization at the time or what?
I didn't see it as a terrorist organization at the time.
Okay.
I saw it as Mapantiti. Atlalisotla Mapantiti.
Oh, from Mangope's days.
You understand?
Yeah.
That's it. I saw them as Mapantiti, and I still see them as Mapantiti. But I saw that Nelson Mandela is a person with a genuine heart. But he was in prison when the rest of the rascals were out there corrupting themselves.
But is it not contradicting that he was actually a Pandit himself?
He was never a Pandit. He never committed a crime.
Okay.
He had passive resistance. That's it.
Okay.
That's it. He wasn't violent.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Thank you.
There were plans to move to a violent struggle, and those conspiracy plans are what got him jailed for. Oh, lovely. Those conspiracies.
Wait, what? Please. Okay. Yeah. Sit, come dig in.
Manjikama.
Moses.
Oh, okay.
Just a young guy.
Where's the burning bush?
No, just part of the scene.
Enjoy. Here's more plates here, brother. We're just gonna. There's not enough space. We can eat from there.
No.
So you guys can talk and I'll just come make a plate and sit.
Okay, here's a plate, man. So you saying that Kimapantiti and Batla Resota and Aba Resort? Is that what you
They've
said?
been. My suspicions as a 4-year-old child, because kids are very good judges of character.
Yeah.
I could tell that Mandela's character is far superior to the character of all the ANC members put together.
How so? How did you
Because
see
he had
it?
integrity.
Okay.
Well, I was being told by the media. The man was in prison for all these years.
And
24
from what you
years in
heard from
prison.
home, or like, were your parents also politically active?
My uncle was.
Okay.
And his political activity got my family into a lot of trouble growing up.
Yeah.
So the cops used to come to my house looking for my uncle. And then they like assault my dad, beat him up, torture him, to try and get my mother to rat on her brother.
Yeah.
And obviously she never did, and she never knew where he was as well. You know, he said he's going to Cape Town, and he was in Tanzania, and then he was in London. He was in exile.
Yeah. How come you never got involved in politics?
Everyone's involved in politics. I am involved myself. I just never joined the party.
How come you never joined?
I already saw at 4 years old that this is Mapantiti.
But you could have joined anybody else.
I've always known that any organization, right, will have people inside it that don't have the same ethics and values that I have, that weren't raised like I was. So if I'm part of an organization, I can't now see to it that everyone's upbringing is the same as mine. So the only way that I could ever have any political expression is as an independent, because independently I know my integrity. You know what I mean? That's it. And I'm a free man. You know why? Because I can restrain myself. You know?
Can you?
That's Kantian. That's Kantian philosophy. Is that freedom is about restraint.
And your thoughts about Julius Malema?
He's hungry for power. What has he done in his community? What work has he done in his community? I can tell you the work that I've done in my community.
Yeah.
You know that. In the music community, my work is well documented. I've changed people's lives.
Yeah.
I've taken people from being condemned to generational poverty to generational wealth. I've contributed. There's no one that Julius Malema can point at and say, this person is a successful person because of me. The only person who's succeeded because of him is himself. Think about it.
You could argue and say starting the EFF has created more public reps. More
No, it hasn't.
families can eat.
No, it hasn't. Starting the EFF was just giving a place for those who were rejected by the ANC Youth League to find political expression, and those who knew that there was no future for them in the ANC because, you know, it's an ageist organization, to actually find political representation. It's not the first to start a party. You know, Bantu Olomisa started a party very early.
Yeah.
When it wasn't popular to go against the ANC.
Yeah.
He founded the UDM with Rolf Meyer. Understand? So
What he's doing is not new.
it's not new. No,
Yeah.
it's not new.
And your thoughts on Musi Maimane?
Again, same as Julius. What the fuck has Musi done? What has he done? What has he done for the community? That's because that's the thing, is that these people go into political parties and they think that just being a member of a political party gives you some sort of credentials. No, the reason why the ANC people have got credentials is because they had a struggle before they came into power.
Yeah.
And those credentials come from the previous dispensation. Currently, all these political parties, right?
Yeah.
They're unbanned and everything else. They're free to do whatever they want. But you cannot now get the same social cachet of liberation movements just because you're part of a political party in a liberated country.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? And that's what they're going off of. That's what they're going off of.
Yeah. So they don't have any struggle credentials of their
They
own.
don't have any credentials. They're just members of parties. It's like me saying, I worked at Spa. So
It's another careerism.
that's it. It's careerist. You know? So the opportunism is all I see in our politics right now. And that's why, I'm apolitical, and I'd rather advocate for change from the outside of the system, because the system is corrupt. It's been corrupted to the core. You understand what I'm saying?
Do you feel like you're making a change though?
Yes. How many more people are now inspired to speak and speak their minds? Because they see that I'm getting the numbers that I'm getting, and they also want to get those numbers. So then they say, okay, let me do what Nota's doing.
Yeah. Damn. It's very true. Now people are more free to speak.
Yeah, because they're saying, hey, if Nota's doing it and it's working for him, let me do it myself.
Yeah. You've also inspired a lot of podcasts.
Exactly.
MacG being one of them. I remember I've watched a lot of episodes with you in it, and I was always fascinated by the things you were saying. Then what went wrong, bro?
What do you mean?
You helped those guys get to the level where they are.
I know, and so?
And now I see you helping people like me, helping everybody else.
I've been. That's the thing. I couldn't just help him. That's the thing. If he wanted me to only help him, he was mistaken. I wasn't brought onto this earth for him. That's it. And that's the thing about people, is that they want to have you exclusively.
To them, for themselves.
You understand? They want to use you. No, you can't use me.
Yeah.
You understand?
And you
take advantage of what I give you.
Yeah.
Take advantage when I'm giving you.
Yeah.
You understand? So yeah.
What do you think of the world of podcasting today versus radio?
Well, finally, it's not just hanging on MacG's shoulders, which is good, because there was a point in time where if you silenced him, you silenced everybody. And that's why I had to go out there to ensure that there's diverse voices. Yeah. And he's not the only one. I went to Zim. I went to Bulawayo. Understand? And I even promoted a Zim podcast from Bulawayo. I went there, I shot there.
What?
Yes. Why? The same thing I'm doing here for guys here, I want to do it there as well, to get them more outspoken as well, because that's the future.
Yeah.
Us as the youth of Southern Africa, we're the future. And we need to now actually dig into our political identity as a youth.
And do you think podcasting has changed the game completely in the media space?
Irreversibly, the genie's out the bottle.
Wow.
Yeah. Legacy media is dead in South Africa. It's
Really?
dead. It's dead. It's dead. It's dead.
What are they hanging on to now? They're just hanging on to
The fact that-
having the frequencies?
The fact that people bought TVs and people have got DSTV subscriptions, so they need to watch it because they're paying every month.
Yeah.
But if you ask men why they pay for DSTV, they pay for sports. Understand?
All the other content, they get it on the internet.
Exactly. On YouTube.
Yeah.
Men only watch sports on YouTube. That's it. Because all the other stuff has been feminized. All the other stuff is like, you know, the LGBTQ agenda. Trying to turn kids into transgenders.
It's true.
That's it.
It's true.
That's the only agenda that you're seeing on TV. Every single show needs to show you a man who's been castrated somehow socially,
Yeah.
who's feminine. Every single billboard that you see is a gay guy. So we only have gay guys that are prominent now. Is that what you're trying to say?
Yo, that's deep, man.
The only straight guy that's prominent is Siya Kolisi. Get the fuck out of here.
That's crazy, man. So are you saying, I mean, there's this guy Tate, you know him?
Yeah, Andrew Tate.
Andrew Tate, yeah,
Yeah.
he's been banned for having outspoken views like you, especially around the masculinity of a man. Your thoughts on that?
I don't know if he's been banned. Has Google announced that they banned him?
No, not that I've seen. I
So he
just
could have
saw-
deleted his account.
Okay. And
And people
created a...
talk- And then he goes to Fox News.
Oh, okay.
And then he apologizes or whatever. You know?
Marketing strategy. But your thoughts on his views? I mean, it's quite... is he toxic or is he...
There's nothing toxic about him. For me, I just don't believe that. I believe in monogamy. I believe that humans evolved for monogamy.
Okay.
Right. And that's it. I believe in monogamy. That's the only thing I disagree with him on.
Okay.
Everything else is fine. The thing of having multiple women for me is not good because it's not good for the family structure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not good. It works in places where there's like serious poverty. Serious poverty. And then you need now a rich man to take care of kids and stuff like that. Yes, that it can work like that. But other than that, we don't have such situations anymore.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
See, what you see isn't actually what's happening. This culture war is about controlling our population. The World Economic Forum believes that the best position the world could be in is to have a population of 500 million people. That means that 7.5 billion people need to die. Because there's 8 billion people in the world now.
Are you serious, bro?
You understand what I'm saying? That's what they believe. You know?
Just a few. The World Economic Forum.
I'm just saying. Well, Davos, those are the guys that control the world.
For sure.
You know? Henry Kissinger said it. Control the food, control the country. Control the energy, control the continent. If you control the money, control the world. And who controls the world? The Bank of International Settlements.
It's crazy.
That's it. So now, you know, the world is mourning Mikhail Gorbachev's death, right? And they're mourning it in the wrong way. The Soviet Union defeated American imperialism. It did. You know why? Because what happened is that they realized that this whole entire competition, right, is a boxing match to oblivion.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So what did they do? They collapsed the Soviet Union. Why? Because they knew that America is going to take all the rope and hang itself. So America took all the rope
Without realizing.
because at first there was a contestation. It was the Soviet Union versus the American imperial hegemony, right? And the West. Now when there's this guy is unrestrained.
They air each other.
There's no, it's about restraint. So America had no restraint. They bombed everybody. They bombed Afghanistan, they bombed Iraq, they bombed everybody. No restraint whatsoever.
Yeah.
They got themselves into so many wars and everything else and burnt themselves out. And that's it. It's a chess game. So Mikhail Gorbachev basically sacrificed his queen.
So you're saying the world is not celebrating him properly?
What I'm trying to say to you is this, is that Angela Merkel shut down all the nuclear plants, all the coal plants, all the other energy sources outside of Russian gas. Why? Because Angela Merkel was born in West Germany, but she was raised in East Germany. She went to the Karl Marx University in Leipzig, in East Germany. She's part of the Social Christian Democratic Party, which is a left-leaning party. They're socialists. You understand? So when Angela Merkel acts as if Vladimir Putin is her worst enemy, Vladimir Putin is a KGB agent who worked in East Germany. They work for the same people. Angela Merkel is a KGB agent as well. That's why she says all those bad things about Putin, because they're friends. You understand?
Yeah.
It's doublespeak. Let me tell you something. Why would Putin use the fact that Angela Merkel is afraid of dogs to intimidate her in public and bring his dog into a meeting? If they weren't, because they know they're friends.
Yeah.
You wouldn't do that. It's undiplomatic. You understand? So Angela Merkel used her whole entire tenure to ensure that the biggest economy in Europe, right, is dependent on Russian resources for energy. And then she also made sure that all those other poorer countries in Europe, right, need to put in austerity measures. You know, so she weakened the West herself. And that Berlin Wall came down, and now the Reds have won all of Germany. So the biggest economy in Europe is now owned by Russia.
Crazy.
And what else has happened? Europe has been split up.
Yeah.
Brexit.
Yeah.
So now Anglo-American pact has now gone back to its default, and they've started AUKUS. So Angela Merkel basically set up everything needed to break NATO apart.
Was this part of the New World Order plan?
This is the New World. This is to break up that New World Order. It's to break up the 1945 World Order. And this 1945 World Order from the Second World War expires it expires at the next 1945. I mean at 2045.
2045.
Why? Because when they were doing that Y2K bug thing,
Yeah.
they didn't actually change anything. They just realized that it's not gonna be on Y2K. It's only gonna actually affect them in 45.
Oh. So it wasn't at 2000.
Yes, it's at 45 because it's
So at 2045.
Yes, because it started from 1945. The financial and the banking system.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it would have been 100 years.
Yes.
Shit.
So right now,
What?
everything, all our banks
Yeah.
in the world use a coding language called COBOL.
COBOL.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Which is what?
It's a coding language. Is it like Java or whatever?
Oh, okay.
Yes, that's just an old
Yeah.
coding language. Yes. And that had a 2-digit thing
Which
instead of 4 digits for the year.
which all the central banks use.
So it started from 1945,
Oh, okay.
and then it will reset at 2045, and then lose everything. So now all the banks need to now find a new system to install by 2045. Now they've got a new monetary system to also compete against, which is crypto.
Has crypto changed the game?
It has, because that's now what's going to be replacing the old financial system in 2045. That's what's going to happen.
But it's not owned, it's independent? Or is it owned?
The thing is this, is that the Bank of International Settlements are the ones who are against this happening. Because that's the monetary system, as it currently stands, is with them.
Okay.
So this is the competition to that monetary system. And it can only actually really take effect when all these banks have to change the language that they code with. But by then, how big will cryptocurrency be?
So everyone should be getting into crypto right now.
Because it's what's going to replace everything.
Damn. That's crazy, man. What does it mean for the normal guy on the street? All of that, of what you are saying now.
What it means for the normal guy on the street is that
Does it make your fish oil at home more expensive? Which,
no, No,
Does it make your price of bread more pricey?
No. So if you look, currently the current financial system is all about expansion and consumption, right?
Yeah.
We need to grow. Why? Because our system is based on profit.
Yeah.
Got nothing to do with value.
Profit for the elite few.
Yeah. So we keep people as fed as it is maximally possible, which means we keep people starved.
What? Damn, dog. So it's not a fair system.
It's not. There's more than enough food in the world for nobody to ever go hungry. The food production right now can support a population of 10 billion people. There's only 8 billion people. But how many people live below the poverty line? Most of the world. 90% of the world. Because 90% of the wealth of the world is held by the 10%.
So poverty can be resolved.
Poverty is a construct
Okay.
that keeps us in indentured servitude. If there was no poverty, people wouldn't go for jobs. They wouldn't work. So you need to keep them poor so they can be employable. Why am I unemployable? Because I got a farm. I make money in my sleep. You understand what I'm saying? You can't employ me. You can only ask me to assist you. You can only ask for my time and my services. But I don't need a job to live. Do you understand what I mean by that? Exactly. If I go back to Limpopo at home, there's everything that should be there. In your homelands, you shouldn't need a job to live. But what have we done? We've abandoned our homelands, we've abandoned our lands, there's no more farming, there's nothing that's being produced there, there's no subsistence that's happening there, and now our rural areas are places of poverty. And what does that do? It makes everyone have to come to the cities to come and find a job.
Yeah. Pretty much it's been like that for years. People
That's how you get employment.
Yeah. Leave the farms, come work at the mines, work as a maid, work as a gardener.
Whatever it is.
Yeah.
Work for a living. Work to support your kids. Work so you can eat, because everything has been commodified. Even you.
It's crazy.
You're a commodity.
True.
You are part of the labor force.
Yo. It's crazy.
Imagine.
It's our education system, bro. Like, I mean, the things you talk
Our
about.
indoctrination system, yes.
Okay, so you call it that. Do you think that it's created more problems than solving? Has it perpetuated everything you're talking about now? Be part of the labor force.
We don't have our own education system anymore. Our education systems have been replaced by our labor market training.
Okay.
That's what it is. It's a labor market training. You're training people or training kids so that they can be part of the labor market when they're adults. What's up, man? What's up, guys? All good, Rose?
So. Yeah. Okay. So it's not a South African based education system, you say?
No.
Oh, it's not even
It's
that.
not even about that. It's not about it being South African or anything else. It's based on the Industrial Revolution. You understand? It's based on ensuring that there's commodities like human beings to perform labor for industry. That's all it is.
I mean, so it still hasn't changed even though we are in the information age?
We're in the information age, but information and knowledge is power. So those who have power keep the information to themselves. What you're being taught is not what's really happening in the world.
There's a limit.
What is that to be a sport dam?
It's a dam?
No.
It's housing?
No. It's a radiator. It's to keep the nuclear reactor at Pelindaba cool.
Oh shit.
Yes. That's what it's for.
What?
But you think it's a holiday destination? Or you think it's a dam? We don't drink that water. Our water comes from Lesotho.
Shit.
Why do you think they don't care if algae grows on that motherfucker?
So what it looks like is not what it is.
That's it. Those with power know the information. They know the truth.
And
That-
they're hiding it from us.
They're hiding it from us.
And they're teaching us what they want us to know.
There's 473 kilograms of enriched uranium sitting behind Hartebeesport Dam. That's enough to make 20 nuclear warheads.
At Pelinda.
Yes.
What?
Yes. You need enriched uranium to make nuclear warheads. We're the only country in Africa which has enriched uranium. And that's what Gaddafi wanted from us. So that he could have a nuclear weapon before NATO bombs him. And he didn't get it soon enough. Unfortunately, Zuma wasn't able to get it to him.
Are you serious?
That's what the gold was for.
What, the gold he was...
Yes, that he sent to Zuma. It was for the nuclear. You understand what I'm saying? But our nuclear stuff was built by the CIA. Why do you think South Africans could invent Roy Falk helicopters by themselves?
Not at all.
No, dude. They were the South African army was the American army's anti-communist military force for the African continent. That's why they fought against all the communists. They fought against the Cubans when they came to Angola. They fought against the communists in Mozambique. They fought all the wars. That's it. We were fighting against communism.
So they were like being sent around to go and fight
You understand?
wars that had nothing to do with us.
Anglo-American. No, they have everything to do with us. They have everything to do with us. We are part of those wars. We've always been part of those wars.
How so? To protect.
What do you mean? Because South Africa, what is South Africa? The country itself. It's a colony, right?
Yeah.
Yes, it's part of the British Empire. So if Britain is at war, its entire empire is at war.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Damn, dog. And this information is not being taught at schools.
It's not being taught, but it's readily available. It's on YouTube. It's all there. All this information is all there.
Yeah.
People are not interested in getting the information.
Yeah,
They're interested in living hand to mouth.
it's very true. Very true.
Understand?
Yeah.
And making themselves subject to circumstances. I don't let circumstances dictate to me. I dictate to the circumstances. You know?
Yeah. All right. So, what do you think we need to do as a country to like deal with the problems we're facing today? Like, there are many.
Yeah, we need better leadership. And the leaders need to stand up and take power.
In what form?
Just in general.
In church.
Just in general,
business?
everything.
Okay.
Everything. And it starts with creating family leadership.
Starts in a home.
Starts in the family.
A father, a mother, children.
That's it.
So you have strong family values.
Yeah, very much so. I come from a strong family.
Yeah. So it needs to start there first
That's it.
in order for
That's it.
it to go out into
That's
the
it.
communities.
That's it. That's it.
Is there hope for us though?
Yeah. There's hope as long as there's people that believe. You understand? But I think hope is futile. I have faith.
Okay. Faith is better than hope.
Hope is futile. You hope for the best.
Yeah,
I have faith. So I know that we're going to succeed.
it's true. So what kind of leaders do you think we need?
Leaders with integrity.
Okay.
Yeah. And good family values. That's it.
With a society and a lot of kids growing up in single homes,
That's it.
is it possible?
There's so many kids whose fathers were alcoholics, whose mothers were just terrible, and who end up becoming great people in their lives. So,
Anyone can
understand?
change.
Exactly. You can't choose your parents, but you can choose whose child you become.
Okay.
You understand?
Yeah.
So choose your role models. If your parents are not good role models, find other role models.
Simple.
That's it. There's 8 billion people in the world.
There's plenty to choose from.
You understand?
Yeah. Are you still involved in music, bro?
Yeah, obviously.
Okay.
Always been involved in music.
So you worked on your wife's album?
Yeah, I produced it. Yes.
Are you promoting it?
Well, I mean, it's already been out. We've been promoting it. We've spent a couple of years promoting it.
Are you working with any other people?
No. family only.
You've dealt with
I
a lot
work
of...
only in my family now. I retired from working for the industry, now work for the family.
Really, yeah?
Yeah.
Why?
Why would I work for the industry?
The industry made you.
No. I made the industry. Seriously.
Okay.
Seriously. Everything that these kids are doing now, all these shows, the tours and everything else, I made that. There was no places where hip-hop was being played until I booked those venues. Those were my school fees that I was sacrificing to invest in that, to make it possible. So all these niggas is my sons. All of them, seriously. Like seriously, every single one of them. Every single one of them.
What?
The entire.
They were like your school kids, bro. Your children.
They are. I set up the whole entire blueprint for all of them.
I saw one.
All the kids that are in the township that are able to start record labels in the township, from bedroom studios to stardom,
Yeah.
are doing what I was the first to get successfully done. Mendoza didn't have someone in the hood who came to him and then he blew up. He went to go sign at EMI. You understand what I'm saying? TKZ were at BMG. You understand? I did it myself as a kid, as a teenager.
You created a blueprint.
Everything.
Do you think your flowers were given to you, or
I don't need flowers, man.
I saw there was one interview, some guy was talking, actually giving you props,
Yeah, I appreciate that. You know,
giving you flowers,
I appreciate that, but I don't run around,
asking for them.
no, demanding that people give me my flowers. No, I appreciate that, and I'm grateful
Yeah.
that people do that.
And now it's just family. Are you big into farming as well?
Well, I'm getting into agriculture.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm getting into agriculture. Like I just need to learn more about it.
Okay. Now with hip hop, Big Zulu released a song. Do you think he's revived it?
Nah, it was Big Kosa who actually gets the props for lighting a fire under SA Hip Hop's ass, because he's the one that woke everybody up.
But wouldn't you say like Blakey
He
got
wo-
a...
no. He woke everybody up. When Big Kosa released that thing, Blackie was just a buzzing artist at the time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You got some hit songs, yes, but he wasn't reviving hip hop. He was just building his own career. That's all it is. His own career. But when Big Kosa came out and dissed everybody, he made people take notice. Actually, where are other hip hop stars? Why aren't they doing anything?
Yeah.
You know, he lit a fire under everybody's ass.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Mm.
So what do you think Big Zulu did then?
He did what he saw Big Kosa get right. And then he used that. And he said, oh, damn it. Big Kosa gave them the blueprint.
Okay. Did it work?
Yes, look at it. It's working right now.
Is it sustainable?
The number one song on the charts right now is KO Sete.
Or is it?
Yeah. Which features Young Stunner and Blackie. And therefore,
Oh, yes.
and from a sonic perspective, it's like a hybrid between piano and Afrobeats.
Oh. Is it as a result of the beef? Or...
No, it wasn't a beef, it's a diss tracks. That's
Okay.
it. It was just a series of diss tracks, dog. That's
So
it.
they-
It's a rap battle. It was a battle.
They pushed up
They
that song.
battled with songs. They had battle songs.
Yeah.
And no, the song was already a good song. The song's got Young Stunner on it. He's the best-selling artist in South Africa. So obviously,
Yeah.
any Young Stunner song is gonna go. And if it's Young Stunner and Blackie and KO, come on, look at that lineup. The best-selling artist, the Kara Kara hit maker, and the number one MC, the
Yeah.
hottest MC.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All it needed to be was a great song, and it was going straight up through the charts. You know?
Yeah.
And the diss songs, whatever, yes, it added more fuel to the fire and everything else, and now it's revived the whole entire thing.
Who do you think is the best hip hop artist at the moment?
At the moment,
Or of all time in South Africa?
you know, I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't think we've got some great rappers who are good rappers. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But now if you say the greatest hip hop artist, I'm an artist myself, and no one has achieved what I've achieved. Whether it be a hip hop artist, house DJ, whatever. You know what I mean? Like the accolades that I've achieved, the levels at which I've achieved them in my artistry doesn't just limit me to just music. It limits me to live shows, performances, every single. I've done all of that stuff. And from an artist perspective, there's no one for me.
Okay. So all of them, they might be strong.
I
in
don't
one
think of them.
aspect. Oh, okay.
I don't think of them. You know what I mean? When someone talks about the greatest living artist in South African music, it's me.
What?
Who else? Think about it. Who else? Who else? Who else can do it in the boardroom, do it in the studio, do it on the stage?
It's true. And pull other people up as well.
Imagine.
Damn, dog. It's crazy, man.
That's an art in itself.
It's true. So you're saying being an artist should not just limit you to one aspect
I mean,
of just singing or rapping.
you know?
It should be, like you say, like on all different fronts.
Yes. Your artistry.
Yeah.
It's an art. It's all an art.
Yeah.
You know?
Where to from here, brother?
Just continuing, dog. Living.
Yeah.
Hopefully to 125.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
What are you doing to do that, bro? Are you quitting? Are you not?
What,
you're
quitting
not,
what?
No, you're not doing the things that will limit your life from, like smoking, drinking.
You understand? There
yeah.
you go.
Yeah.
That's
and
it.
now you're going into agriculture.
You understand?
Might walk bare feet.
Well, I'm going into food security, let's
Okay.
say.
To help people or for your
Food
own
security. You understand? If I said I was going into agriculture, then you can ask to help people to own benefit.
benefit? Okay.
Food security is only to help people.
Okay.
If I'm saying I'm going into food security,
Yeah.
yes, that means I'm trying to help people. But if I say I'm going into agriculture, that's a business.
Yeah.
Food security means making sure that people don't go hungry and
Yeah.
that they have good nutrition
That's deep.
and that they're healthy
Yeah.
and they live long.
It's deep.
Yeah. Life expectancy in the United States is now back to 1996 levels. Who was president of the United States in 1996?
Bill Clinton.
Imagine.
That's crazy. And it's possible here also. If you have good nutrition, you say.
Life expectancy has increased here. Ever since what? Ever since Thabo Mbeki got George Bush to agree to give us ARVs without patent protection.
Okay.
What people don't understand is that when everyone was saying, yeah, no, Thabo Mbeki wants people to die of AIDS, yes, he might have said things that were inaccurate. He's not a virologist, right? But
Yeah.
Dr. Anthony Fauci wanted to protect the patents for the ARVs. And then he sued Nelson Mandela in 1997. A 7-year lawsuit that ended in 2004 with PEPFAR. And PEPFAR now provides ARVs for the African continent for free. We now have generics, thanks to Nelson Mandela, Fidel Castro, and eventually Thabo Mbeki, who's the one who saw it through.
Meanwhile,
And Mantu Shabalala Msimang was saying, yo, focus on your nutrition while we sort out this ARV program. Focus on your nutrition. Your nutrition is the most important thing. And then people called her crazy. And they drove her to drink herself to death.
That's crazy, bro.
You understand?
It's crazy.
And they called her stupid. And then when COVID comes out, Mantu Shabalala Msimang's nutrition strategy is now what's good for us. All of a sudden.
Yes, down the line.
You understand what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
she's dead. She's in the grave. Is Gareth Cliff ever going to apologize?
It's true. Never.
Or all the media? Is the TRC ever going to apologize? The TAC, the Treatment Action Campaign?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Zachmat is...
Ahmed. Yeah.
No, Zachmat Stahi or whatever.
Oh, yes, I remember that guy, yeah.
Or Zaki Ahmad.
Oh, yes.
You understand?
Yeah, I remember that guy.
Zaki Ahmad wanted to bankrupt South Africa. He wanted South Africa to pay for the patent ARV drugs.
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
we had to pay for those patents, our country would be bankrupt.
We would have been in trouble.
As if this HIV wasn't a weapon that was created in a lab.
Would you say the same about COVID?
It is. Everybody knows. It's been proven that it's been created in a lab. Now, the thing is that you won't see this because the only people that are speaking about this, right, are speaking in Italian. Because YouTube has got censors that see if you're speaking in English and you're speaking in Chinese, they're able to take that content down.
Oh.
NATO created COVID. It's a NATO virus.
What?
Every single person that works in the Wuhan lab has got NATO security clearance. They're all soldiers. In 2013, Barack Obama banned gain-of-function research. Gain-of-function research is the research to give viruses extra capabilities. He banned it in all NATO countries, right?
Yeah.
And then they had to then move to the only place where gain-of-function research was allowed. They moved the NATO labs from Italy to China.
Oh.
Who owns those labs? EcoHealth. Who owns EcoHealth? Bill Gates and Peter Daszak. What is Peter Daszak? He's the head of Lancet. What does Lancet do? They do all your COVID tests. Who made money off of COVID?
Shit.
Bill Gates and Peter Daszak.
The same people that created a problem
Solved it. And then they saw that people weren't taking up this vaccine. So where they went to the only other country where they could do gain of function research, which is South Africa. We've got the CRISP labs.
What?
And then they created Omicron, which is a less viral thingamajig, but it's still got it's got HIV human genome in it, which means that it mutated in someone who was HIV positive. They took the virus that had mutated in someone who was HIV positive, and then they tweaked it so that it's a weaker version of it, because people weren't vaccinating. The vaccines weren't being taken up.
It was a loss for them.
It wasn't. No, they couldn't force people to vaccinate.
Yeah.
And when Americans come to South Africa, they don't have to vaccinate. They just need a COVID test. But when South Africans needed to travel, they needed to vaccinate. And why were there so many restrictions on South Africa? Because they knew that they were creating these new viruses here.
So, our president's handling of it?
What do you mean, our president's handling of it?
Ramaphosa's
He's a
handling
fucking
of COVID?
stooge. He's a fucking stooge. What a terrible handling of COVID. Aspen right now, the share price is tanked
As a result.
of the thinking that they could vaccinate the whole entire country.
Jesus. And the country just didn't believe it.
No. People are not going to take these vaccines. We were forced to take these vaccines. I was forced to take this vaccine because I wanted to travel the rest of the world. And as a South African, you need to be vaccinated.
Yeah. So did you get vaccinated?
I got vaccinated, but I'm not getting boosted.
Which one did you get? Pfizer? or
Pfizer. I got the
double?
2, the mRNA.
Has it made you feel any different?
Yeah, it's weakened my immune system, obviously. That's the effect of it. It weakens your immune system. I've had to recover from it. But luckily, I actually got COVID before the vaccines were there, and I recovered from COVID, so I already had T-cell antibodies.
Yes. It's crazy, bro.
I'm just glad that I never caught Omicron, because I'd hate to have the HIV genome in me. That's why people can taste false positive for HIV, because it's got the HIV genome inside Omicron.
What?
Yes.
I heard about that. I thought it was just
No.
no.
You heard about the Sputnik vaccine making men more susceptible to HIV infection.
Yes.
That's what you heard about.
Yeah.
Yes. But you haven't heard that Omicron actually contains HIV genome in it. But if you watch the pre-World Economic Forum interviews that Bill Gates gave, he literally admits that Omicron is like a vaccine.
What?
Yes, he says it out of his own mouth. He says, yes, the vaccine take-up wasn't as good as we predicted or we thought it would be, but, Omicron sort of like works like a vaccine because, it at least gives you T-cell immunity and it's not as deadly as the Delta variant.
That's crazy, bro. And the fact that actually he sort of predicted
He profits from it. He bought Moderna. You understand? And now Moderna is suing all the other mRNA vaccine companies for the mRNA technology which they patented.
Jesus, bro. All of this is happening under our noses.
Yeah. Bill Gates first practiced with PC viruses. Now he's perfecting it with human viruses.
He's even predicting more viruses.
You understand? So why would his wife stay with him if when she finds out that that's actually what she is doing? That this Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation that my husband made me now the head of is actually yes. It's all about population control. They believe the population of the world is too
Big.
It's too big. They want only 500 million people to be in the world. They want to exterminate 7.5 billion people in the world.
What?
That's what they say. If it's on the WEF website, World Economic Forum says the ideal population is 500 million people, then what are they saying?
Huh?
What are they saying? They're saying that, okay, we must find a way to exterminate 7.5 billion people for sustainability. They're saying human sustainability would be best if there was only 500 million people in the world. Now, why do they do this? Because white people are going extinct. White people are dying. White people studied black people long enough to figure out that shit, we are actually dying. Why? Because white people, just in average, as best, they try to reproduce as much as they could. That's why when white people went to America, they were reproducing, having 10 kids, 20 kids, because they've got a low, fertility rate.
Yes, yes.
You understand what I'm saying? So that low fertility rate, also coupled by the fact that white people have got recessive genes. A white person has a child with anybody, that child will come out whatever that other person is.
Oh, yeah.
So white people are basically on their way to extinction. But they can't say this, oh, we're getting extinct.
Yeah. Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So now they need to find ways to control the rest of the world who are stronger than them genetically. We don't need to fight against white people.
What do we need to do?
We just need to wait 140 years. They'll be extinct.
Shit, that's a long time to wait, bro.
Look at it like this. The human replacement rate is 2.6. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So you need to have 2.6 babies to maintain your population. Right?
As a race.
Yes, as a race.
Okay.
The white people, they're in Europe right now. I think they're at 1.4 babies,
At 1.4, baby.
which is half the replacement rate, which means that they're halving. Which means after the life expectancy of 67 years or 65 years, right?
Yeah.
The population will be half.
Shut.
So if there's 10 million white people now, in 70 years there'll be 5. In 140 years there'll be 2.5. You understand?
So now they're trying to find a
In
way.
210 years there'll be
Extinct.
1.75.
Just.
You understand what I say?
That's crazy.
In 280 years there'll be
man. Just under 700,000.
0.875.
That's crazy.
You understand what I'm saying? And the same thing is happening in China right now. China's got a population of 1.2 billion people.
Yeah.
Yes. In 2050 there'll be 700 million people in China.
Why are they?
Because they're not being born. People are dying out. There are more older people than there are young people. Because if you and your wife, right, make
Yeah.
2 babies,
Yeah.
you've replaced yourselves.
Okay.
If you have 1 child, you've halved yourselves.
Okay. And more people want to have less and lesser kids. Okay. It's only the black race that has more kids. True. Even the poorest of the poor have more kids, whereas other
The rich,
races,
the richer you get, the less kids you have.
yeah.
That's why Elon Musk is trying to help white people and say, yo, have more kids, guys.
Okay, so that's where it's coming from.
Yes.
Oh shit. It's crazy, bro. No, it's crazy, man. So you're obviously a genius. You read a lot. And your
No,
topics.
I don't.
What do you mean?
I listen well, and I can retain information. That's my genius talent, is that I can
okay.
listen and retain a lot more information than most people do.
Do you have a photographic memory as well?
No, I'm African. Africans listen. Europeans can't listen. They need to read. That's why they write books.
Okay.
Yes, we oratory tradition. We speak, and the kids are able to continue our traditions and our culture without ever having written it down.
So
Why is it that our entire tradition and our culture we never wrote down?
Anything.
Never wrote down because we never needed to.
Yeah.
Because why?
We
We
passed
listen.
it on.
We listen.
Yeah.
Because we've got listening skills. You
We
understand?
passed it on, yeah.
No, we've got listening skills. We've got listening skills. That's why white people can't dance. Because they can't listen to music and feel the rhythm of music. I'm serious. White people's dancing is not rhythmic because they can't listen. They can't. Their hearing has got a deficiency.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, so they can't listen in the same way. So when they do their dancing expression, they do ballet, which is about form. It's not about rhythm.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
when you do ballet, it's about I can hold this pose.
Yeah.
It's about form. You
Yeah,
understand?
yeah.
Whereas us, we are
We
rhythmic. Because
Yeah.
we can
listen to the beat, yeah.
And that's why we can dance.
Yeah.
It's because we can listen.
Oh shit, I've never thought of it that way. So in your family, are you the only genius, or
No. No.
is everybody?
No, my
in the
dad is a
family?
genius. My
Really?
dad is like, yeah. You know?
In the same form as you, like listening and
Like,
retention
yeah,
of information.
My dad is like a maths buff. My dad can, you see that kid who can calculate, what's 1,000, what times, what? My
Yeah.
dad can do that.
What?
Yeah.
Is it passed on? Like
I don't know. I
You
never
got
did
it?
it. I never was able to do that. I can't do the calculation and the arithmetic.
No, I'm saying in your siblings, you got it, and then did your brothers?
No. Everybody is differently talented. I'd say my little brother takes after my mother the most.
In what?
Just intellectual capacity.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whereas my sister and I are the intellectuals.
Okay.
Yeah. So we take after our father. And even from a looks perspective, my sister and I look more like my father. than my little brother does.
Oh, I see.
He looks more like my mother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. My brother, you know what, man? You and I can chat to you for like another 2 hours, but let's end
But
it
that's
here,
the thing.
man.
That's what I'm
the
working
beauty.
on. Is to
Yeah.
be an expert generalist, so that I can have great conversations with anybody at any time.
Now, do you think about having your own podcast?
I don't need to.
Okay, because you get invited a lot.
No,
What?
because you guys are podcasting. My job is not to have my podcast. My job is to come to your guys' podcast and to help you guys grow. That's it. That's my purpose here.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you guys need to use me as a tool to help you guys grow. I'm here to serve the industry
I mean, I
of
really...
podcasting because I've given up on the music industry. I only
really-
work for my family when it comes to that.
You know, when I listen to you, bro, like I was inspired to actually want to speak to you.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I hit you up, and because you think you are different,
Mm-hmm.
and you have a talent, a gift that is completely different. You're
I also
outspoken.
have critical thinking training.
That's-
Edward De Bono,
that's what I
lateral
pick it up.
thinking. Yeah, that's my school. Our curriculum was based on Edward De Bono's lateral thinking.
Which
So
is what exactly?
my entire curriculum is just like everything is about lateral thinking.
Which
The
is-
6 thinking hats. Just read that book.
Okay, cool.
The thinking hats. The 6 thinking hats. Just read that book. I can't explain it to you,
Yeah.
but I'm just saying, like, in terms of lateral thinking, my curriculum in primary school was about lateral thinking. So we were trained in lateral thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah. We also had a chess class on Fridays for the entire chess team. So when other kids were doing maths, we were doing chess. We had an Eastern European chess coach
Yeah.
to coach us in chess, Mr. Salvarda.
So it just opens up your mind, it opens up your thinking capability, it helps you retain information and strategy.
Yeah. Well, that is just me being black. The retention of information from an oratory period. That's me being. That's all of us have got that as black people. It's
Yeah.
part of our culture.
Yeah.
That's it. It's the cultural thing.
Yeah.
You know, white people have got a culture of reading
Yeah.
and writing.
Yeah.
So that's their culture. So me being black means that I can do that, and that's why I was able to get through school up until grade 11 without studying or reading, just by listening.
Yeah.
Yeah. It only became difficult in matric, where the concepts you needed to actually read them.
Yeah.
Or it's actually because they weren't being explained properly. Our teachers weren't good enough in explaining. If our teachers were proficient in explaining, kids wouldn't need to read.
Yeah.
Yeah. And for me, like, if about my belief in this education system, I want to put myself in a position right now that the reason why I've been working is so that I can have enough time to not have to work at all on anything other than educating my own children myself.
Yeah.
Because I don't want some white woman telling my kids that they're going to be criminals when they grow up
Yeah.
and they need to be tamed.
Yeah.
Because that's what happened to people like me. That's what happened to you.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's why us as black boys, we have mothers that hate us, that beat the criminal out of us as kids, that abuse us. And when we become adults, we wonder why,
Yeah.
we just never felt love from our mothers. It's because our mothers were trained to think that a black man is violent, a black man is a criminal. You understand?
Meanwhile, you could be a creative, you could be something with
All of those things.
Yeah.
All of those things.
Yeah.
All of those things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My guy, I really appreciate you and continue doing the great work you're doing, man.
Oh, are we done now?
No.
Are we not gonna drive?
We're gonna drive, bro. We're gonna drive. I'm just saying,
Okay.
we're wrapping up this session, and then while we drive on our way back, we'll chat some more. Is that
Okay.
cool?
Yeah. Well, I've got a meeting now that I need to go to.
Okay, cool.
So we do need to drive back. But yeah, no. Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
Thank you for the lunch, and yeah,
We'll chat while we're on our way back to your place, bro.
easy, bro.
All right, man. Cool. All right. See you. So that's how you guys do it.
Yeah.
But how does it feel, bro? How does it feel driving the old car? I mean, it's
The
completely
vintage, yeah.
different. Complete, like the power steering, is it a bit too hard for you, or is it you're getting used to it now?
Well, I know how to drive without power steering.
Okay, cool.
So
It's not a problem. Because I can see you're adding a lot of.
no. It's my arms, dog.
Yeah.
My arms are light. I have to put in a little more effort. I have to put my body into it. So,
Yeah.
yeah. It's not the car, it's me.
Are you enjoying the drive though?
Yeah, no.
Different.
Loving it.
I'm so glad, G. And all these cops here that you know, bro. Like you know so many people, man. Like, do you feel like are you?
This is my neighborhood, dog. You must understand that we've been here forever.
Because,
So there's no way.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's no way.
Yeah.
Like, even you in your own hood, I'm sure they all know you.
No, for sure.
Yeah.
It
So
makes sense.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Like these other guys, they come to the north. They're visiting. Nigga, I'm home on these charts. Y'all niggas visiting.
It's not your home, it's mine.
It is my home. It's my hometown, dog.
Yeah. We were talking earlier about a couple of things just offline. Just one of them that stands out for me is, and actually I wanted to ask you about this is, do you feel like you get a lot of dopamine from social media?
No.
Or not really? Or
No.
is it just you being able to switch on and switch off?
Yeah. So dopamine comes from likes and praise and all that type of stuff.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
Getting the reaction and whatever usually comes with people having negative feelings
Yeah.
towards one.
Okay.
So, you know, that's not the place to get dopamine.
Oh.
Understand? If I wanted
Yeah.
dopamine, I'd post pictures of my six pack
Yeah.
because that's what get likes. I can also
Oh.
thirst trap. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then can you get dopamine from fame? Do artists get dopamine from fame?
Well, they do have the fame thing. The fame thing, like they go out and see, okay, how many people recognize me? Okay, you know what I mean? They do that, so they get addicted to that. But like people who like live here in Fourways, there's no such thing as fame here.
Because now
My little brother plays with Dr. Kumalo here, soccer.
side.
You know,
Yeah.
for fun.
Yeah.
Just imagine, like how is someone famous to you if you are playing soccer with Dr. Kumalo?
Yeah.
You're cutting your hair with shoes, Mushu. Understand what I'm saying?
Crazy.
No, I'm just saying, it's like, you can't be starstruck. The other day, Dr. Kumalo was on his phone, and then he passed me his trolley, and then he walked to his car,
Yeah.
so that I can push his trolley, because he was on an important call. He recognized me, he's like, hey,
Toraso.
yeah.
Yeah.
We greeted each other clean, and then he's like, yo, mfana, sharp, show ntwana, ola.
Yeah.
That's it. He was like, okay, no, show that doctor, clean, and then that's it, you know? So, you don't get that here. But when you go to the hood, that's where you get that. So you'll find a lot of artists, like, you know, a lot of the young artists, even artists from the hood, they'll stay in the hood where the fame is actually celebrated by people, you know, where
Yeah.
people will get starstruck. And that's people who are chasing that fame dopamine. Those are people who are addicted to the fame drug.
And then, because when it goes out, I mean, when an artist is no longer a big artist anymore, they go into some kind of a depression,
That's
some
the
kind
thing.
of a,
It's not just a big artist. It's like when they don't get like the dopamine that they get from being on stage.
yeah. You don't get it anywhere else.
Bro, I know I'm running late.
No, bro. Listen to this, bro.
What's up?
I'm in a situation, bro.
I'm driving.
And you in an interview.
Yeah.
All right.
Where are you?
I think you might need to stop
Okay.
it for now.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Sorry, man.
No sweat. All right, man. So we were saying that
I had him on Kardashian, and then I thought this might be a private conversation.
yeah, I thought so. I was like, okay, cool. No, let's stop.
You know how the
this one.
Kardashians are? They're
Yeah.
always on speaker.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because that's how you hear the conversations on the reality show.
Yeah.
They have to be on speaker.
Yeah.
Now people think that Kardashians just speak on speaker the whole time. No, they're doing that for the cameras.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's because
okay,
the
okay.
other person doesn't have a camera where they are. So
No,
you
for
can't hear the
sure.
conversation.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. If you don't know now, you know.
Now we know, bro. We learn every day. So, is it hard to be famous and then not be famous anymore?
For some
Do
people,
people
yeah,
take
with
it
the fall
hard,
from
like-
grace, the fall from, you understand? So the best thing to do is to be infamous,
Which is what?
which is where people either love or hate you, where you're polarizing. You know what I mean?
Okay.
It's not like, oh, people shower you with love, you make people angry and all that stuff, because that one can always turn into a positive thing, you know?
Oh.
But now when you only have the positive part and then you get a tinge of negativity,
Yeah.
it fucks up your whole life. This is exactly what's been affecting my wife's mental health, because from her side, right, before she was with me, there was never any negativity around her on social media. But because now people use her to attack me, this negativity thing has really affected her mentally. You know what I mean?
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, and also the fact that she's lost some of her identity, like from a stage persona. She's not out there, she's not rocking festivals and everything else.
Yeah.
You know? But at the same time, I know that what I'm doing is going to only raise her profile, so she'll come back. You know what I mean? She's only getting more and more famous.
Yeah.
You know? And it's not like her being famous is going to make her music trash. So people are going to listen to her music more and more.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only thing that's going to happen is that Mihlali is going to lose all her fans, and all Mihlali's fans are going to be my wife's fans now.
So people are right in saying that this is all scripted by you.
It's not that scripted.
Okay.
I'm taking advantage of the controversy. That's it. It's not scripted. I didn't plan to be going through family turmoil, but it happens. Everybody goes through family turmoil. There's no relationship that's rosy, dog. You and your wife fight all the time.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's just that it's not in the papers. It's not on social media.
For sure.
You understand?
Yeah.
So I'm going through what everybody else goes through in their relationship, and I'm just sharing it.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the only difference.
Are you getting counseling, dog? Or do you need counseling?
Well, dog, I always have counseling.
Okay.
I've got counseling for the things that I need counseling for. So when I say to people, like, listen, for me, my mental health has been something that I've been actively, taking care of since I was 4 years old.
Okay.
So I've been to therapy since I was 4 years old, seeing psychologists since I was 4 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm 32 now.
Yeah.
So that's 28 years of getting the best professional help.
Yeah.
The money can buy. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I do that just to cope, and everybody should be going through that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like people are saying, yo, are you going through counseling? I'm asking myself, how many hours have you got in?
Yeah. So at least you know your state of health. Other
people don't know.
Other people don't
have
know.
no idea. They can't control it. That's why they get
never been.
triggered. You understand? That's why for them, they can't separate their social media persona from themselves.
Yeah.
Because they just don't have the faculties. They just don't have it.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
Yeah. And also, like gifted children, they peak early. So the whole entire purpose of my school was to ensure that we're given the skills so that when we're adults and the gap between us and other people gets smaller. Because what happens is that when you're a child, the gap is huge.
Sure.
Right? And it gets smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller. And then after that, it's not even about your intelligence, about your accomplishments. So your intelligence matters nothing. You can be the smartest person, but not have accomplished anything of any material value, and therefore you don't have as much social capital as someone who's achieved something which has got lots of material value, but who isn't as intellectually gifted or as intelligent as you.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Sure.
So just imagine Einstein without the theory of relativity. You understand? He's just a smart guy. But now his smartness has got something that has got material benefit to the rest of the world in our understanding of physics.
Yeah.
You know?
It's got street cred.
Yeah, now we are able to have microchips.
Yeah.
And all that type of shit because of quantum physics.
For sure.
You understand?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy, bro. But do you think people who are geniuses
Or Alan Turing. You understand?
Yeah.
Now we've got artificial intelligence. You understand?
Yeah. Do you think people who are geniuses have got some kind of
Look at Tesla. He was a genius.
Yeah.
It's not a mental illness, dog. And that's the thing. People think that if you're a genius, you need to be ill. No, it's not an illness. What brings on the illness is the frustration of wasted potential.
When you see that it's wasted. Okay.
Ay, bayayireprocessa. Bathi ngiyibuyisele.
Bazongivulela mangiphuma.
Iyadura. Hayi, angisayifuni.
Bye, nigga. So it's just a frustration, you say?
Yeah.
From being a genius, and you're just frustrated with the world that it doesn't get you?
Yeah, you're just frustrated. Any frustration will make you then go into things that will distract you or numb the frustration. You understand?
Yeah.
So you'll find a lot of people getting into like recreational drug abuse.
Yeah.
Alcohol abuse. And that's it.
And you haven't tried drugs?
No.
You haven't experimented with none of it?
No, I don't need to. I learn from other people's mistakes. I don't need to make them myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you've never been put in a corner to try it out?
Who can put me in a corner?
But if it's, come on, try this once. Nothing.
No. Yeah, people know not even to try that shit around me. They know, don't even try that shit around that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And alcohol?
No, well, I used to drink when I was a kid occasionally, but I quit drinking very quickly and very easily when I was 20 in 2010.
Yeah.
Yeah, August the 25th, 2010.
And you
when I
were
quit drinking. Yeah, it was very easy for me to quit drinking. I said, I'm not going to drink for 6 weeks. And then after 6 weeks, I was like, why do I ever need to drink again? Because I realized after that 6 weeks is that, I went to all these industry events and then motherfuckers were drunk and I was networking, being productive. And I realized that, shit, if I stay sober, I'll be the richest motherfucker in this room.
What?
And I thought, let me just stay sober.
And that's how you did it?
That's it. Because all these other motherfuckers is drunk.
They miss out on
It's a party. Yeah, for them it's a party.
Where they should be networking, they're like drunk.
Yeah.
Crazy, man.
So that it is what it is. I did that and made sure that what you call. Don't worry, guy. I got this. I got this. I got this.
See you enjoying it, bro. Yeah. No, man. Just in parting, my brother, like just a message for young people that look up to you. What would you like to say to them? Like, what sort of words of encouragement do you have for them?
Live within your means. Have faith in yourself. And be authentic. That's it.
That's it.
That's it. If you can manage those three things, trust me, everything else will open up for you. If you live within your means, if you have faith in yourself, like you always back yourself. Don't be hopeful. Have faith in yourself.
Yeah.
Understand? There is no situation that you don't have the human ingenuity to get yourself out of.
True.
You understand?
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's no wrong choices in life.
Yeah.
Just only
lessons.
Difficult and hard lessons.
Yeah.
Or easy lessons. You understand?
Yeah.
And that's the spectrum. It's about the difficulty level of your lessons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Power, my brother.
Thank you so much.
That was so amazing, man. All right, we out. Nota, music mogul, inspirational dude who's doing amazing stuff, who's committed to helping people like us, man, podcasters, people who are hustling, broadcasters. He's been doing it. He's doing it.
How's my driving?
Your driving was super, dog. I've never let anybody drive this car, dog. Like, I've never sat at the back of this car while it's moving.
How do you feel?
I enjoyed it.
It's nice being driven, eh?
Come on, now I got a free ride myself, bro.
You understand?
I got a free ride myself.
Yeah.
Nota, you are amazing, bro. I really appreciate you. And keep doing what you're doing, man. And
Thank you, bro.
you've let me into your world and into your thinking. And I mean, I think it's just the tip of the iceberg. But
this is just the beginning.
It's just
we'll
the
have
beginning.
many of these other conversations.
No, definitely, bro. And I look forward to that. And you've empowered me. You've made me understand. And also, I think you've also demystified a lot of stuff that we read about in the social media spaces that people actually we get caught up with, but we actually don't know what the heck is going on in the background. You know? So thank you so much for letting us in.
So hold on. So you want to keep driving this car for your show and everything else?
So the idea is there's a few other cars, the guys that I've got who are club members. So
this car?
Yeah, they've got a few of these. So there's a friend who's got quite a few of them. So we might change cars along the way as we go along.
So listen, if this interview gets you like more people, like more prominent figures as interviews, I can arrange that a dealership owner friend of mine can give you cars to do this very same setup.
What?
And then we can also get maybe like GoPros that can be mounted inside those cars.
Oh!
And then you can do little thingamajigs. So you're based in Kailami or where?
No, I'm in Florida, in the West Rand.
Oh, in the West Rand.
Yeah, but
okay,
let's do it, bro.
Okay, let's do that. That's a deal.
Oh! Look at that, man.
And I caught it on camera.
Oh! We got more than what we bargained for, man.
No.
So you love the concept. You love the idea.
I love the concept, but obviously I've got a friend who owns a dealership and they're trying to market their cars all the time. They're looking for content things, right? But there are other people who just don't do this, but you're already doing this. You're already
Yeah.
an upstart. You know what I mean?
Okay, cool.
And that's what we can do for them, so that they can get some celebrities to test drive their cars,
Yeah, then we.
and then you can have the conversation and
Yeah.
everything else. Because I've seen people do this, but they haven't done it the way it could be done if you had an entire dealership and a fleet of cars. And these are not just cars. These are like supercars, like high performance vehicles only. Yeah, it's a dealership that specializes in high performance vehicles.
Ah, I love it already, bro.
All right, man.
Let's do it, bro.
Sharp.
Let's do it. All right, man. We're out. Boom.
Ikuyibona nje lensizwa singisuke anga